Hey everyone, what's up, y'all? Peaceful vibes. I hope everybody's doing well. Today we are going to do a collective reading for everyone. I was inspired to do the reading by a fellow tarot reader who I've been following for a few years now, and I am a fan of her work, Queen Cup. And it's funny because I like her. There's a lot of readers that I do like and spiritualists that I do like. And sometimes, the things that they say resonate with me on a whole nother level. And it helps me piece things in my own life and different things that I'm feeling. Sometimes I don't know how to find the words to what I'm feeling in the moment, and then they'll pop up at the right time with a reading, and I'm like, this is what I am feeling. This is what I can't put in words. So shout out to Queen Cup. Make sure you guys check her channel out. She's a phenomenal, phenomenal reader. Shout out to Possible for the love that she shows me. That's another phenomenal reader. They just have two very different styles. There's so many amazing readers that I've come in contact with that I know personally, and mediums and different things and psychics, as well as some in the social media world on the YouTube platform. So make sure you check them out. You guys inspire me, so I thank you. So I'm going to read something to you guys before we get started with the readings, because Queen Cup had did this. This week, I've been going through some shit, right? Life happens. But Queen Cup pulled out a reading today. And the things that I've been going through, along with the messages that she had in her readings, all work together with messages that I've been receiving for a period of time. It's just, she puts it in a very beautiful way. Also, shout out to, what's her name? Conjure Queen. All three of us, number 6 Cancers, which I find very, very cool and interesting. And we're all around the same age, which I find very cool and interesting. We really leveling up. Cancers is doing a thing. 50 Cent, everybody's doing a thing. And I love it. But I want to read something to you guys that I was inspired to write after I saw and listened to her reading, and I reflected on what she was saying, as well as some of the things that came to mind while she was reading, after I listened to her reading, things that helped me and that I feel like will help you guys. So I'm going to read something that I wrote on my page. I wrote my predictions. And I was inspired to do this from her reading and from some situations that happened this week. I mean, it's been a crazy but beautiful week, and things have been just aligning in my favor and coming full circle. So this is what I wrote, and I wrote it on my social media, my Facebook channel, on my Facebook page. So I put my predictions. Around the spring equinox and during Aries season, many people are reaping what they sowed abundantly. This is an abundant time for those who have been working hard on themselves, whether in the spiritual or physical realm or both. Some of you spiritually manifested abundance, and you will see it during this time. Some of you have been struggling financially for a while, but you won't have to struggle in the future financially. Many of us are experiencing the final test and spiritual initiations at this time. The universe wants to see if we are ready to receive. Easter, which we all know is in April, is represented by the rabbit, which is a spiritual representation of abundance and fertility. The reason I brought up the rabbit is because at the beginning of the reading that I watched with her, she had spoken about an experience she had with some chickens, and how it led to the abundance of someone who she knew of. And it was a very beautiful story. Make sure you guys check her out. The reading that she did was on 3/11/2023, so check that one out. And recently, I had just seen a rabbit. Now, I live in a desert, and since I've moved here, I've been here about maybe 6-7 months, I have yet to see a lot of, I'm used to seeing, more animals running around outside, but I don't really see it. I may see pigeons every now and then, but out of nowhere the other day, I was thinking about something, I was going through something, and I saw a rabbit. And I stopped to acknowledge the rabbit. It was really beautiful. And her story about the chickens made me think of the rabbit. So let me go back. Damn, I lost the thing where I was, but give me a second, you guys. And I thank you all for your patience. All right, here we go. So that's why I'm bringing up the rabbit with Easter, because this is what came to me. Easter is represented by the rabbit, which is a spiritual representation of abundance and fertility. Some of you will be impregnating someone or becoming pregnant. Some of you have done spiritual work necessary to conceive a child. And it's funny because I've been saying that on a few of my readings for the past few months at least. And she had brought that up in her reading too, because that's what came out and the energy that she was feeling as well. In addition to that, there's a friend of mine whom I knew from college who, of course, I'm not going to say the person's name or anything or give the information, but they were struggling to conceive for a few years, and I was guided to give them some medicine, and they contacted me a few months ago to tell me that my medicine works and they are having a child. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very honored, and I wish them a safe and healthy delivery, pregnancy, everything beautiful I wish to come to them during their time and, after as well. But continuing, and that also resonated for me because you guys, if you know me, you know that I don't have children. And children is something that I honestly have always wanted throughout my lifetime. And I've tried to have children. I'm getting very personal right now, but I'm going to get personal because this is my channel and this is what I feel like knowing. I've tried to have children. I was going to get married at least twice with 2 different people. I've tried to have children, and for some reason, it never seemed to happen. Or when I start to get the pregnancy symptoms, something will happen that'll kind of like throw it off at some point. And I realized from my own spiritual journey why things didn't align that way. And I would go to GYN appointments, and they're like, there's nothing wrong with you down there. You should be able to conceive. But for whatever reason, I couldn't. And if you know me, if you've been following me, my story, and different things that I've opened up about, you know that in my past lifetime, I was robbed of the chance of motherhood. And so in this life, things have aligned in such a way where I'm constantly finding myself working in fields with children, with families. And I'm someone who does not have children, but I love them dearly and through my heart and soul. And so it's interesting because this is a time where many people who have done the work, who have been trying to conceive, who have done the work necessary, the spiritual and the physical work necessary, will be able to conceive this year. Between last year, this year, and next year, because those are 3 pregnancy numbers. People don't always consider 7 a pregnancy number. 7 is a water number, though, and we are birthed through the water of the womb. 2023 equals 7. So pregnancies may be manifested. 7 is a number of manifestation. Manifestation coming to the physical forefront, into fruition. We're going to pull cards soon, but I just wanted to, talk about this for a second, you guys. So with that being said, some people are manifesting children this year. Damn, every time I move this thing, I lose it. So let me finish what I wrote. So I also wrote, this is all one post, you guys. So if you go to my Facebook, you'll see it. 4, I wrote, 4 is an even number which represents new foundations and stability. It being an even number represents balance. There is another energetic shift happening, and many of us are being compelled to adopt discipline in areas where we are not disciplined, or not as disciplined as we would like. This is the year of 2023, which equals 7, which to me is magician energy, manifestation, prophecy, and spirituality. Some of you have been waiting a very long time to manifest something, because 7 is also a number that deals with patience and perfectionism. Many of you have been waiting for at least 7 years or more for something. Some of you are in 7 cycles, turning 7, 14, 21, 28, 35 years of age, etc. That's not the same as the personal year cycle, but for some reason that came to me as I was writing and as I was reflecting on different things. And it's funny because this is a year where I'm turning 35. So it's funny. Actually, I meant to put 34. But you get what? I put 35 because every 7 years, right? Hold on one second. Anyway, no, I didn't mean 34. I wrote it right. I just got to stop doubting myself. So I also continued and said, some of you will be stepping into your purpose on another level because the universe is clearing the path and exposing it to you, aligning in your favor if you did your work. So we're going to go into the reading with that being said. That was some predictions that came to me as I was listening to Queen Cup and after I was listening to Queen Cup, the different uploads that were coming to me and downloads. So let's get started. We're going to pull and ask what's what's coming for the rest of Pisces season and Aries season this year. Okay? What's coming for the collective for the rest of Pisces and Aries season this year? First, we're pulling from this deck. We're going to pull from quite a few decks, you guys. What's coming for the collective? What is coming for the collective during the rest of Pisces season and Aries season? What's coming for the collective? What's coming for the collective? What's coming for the collective? Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to read these off to you guys in a second. Wow. This all makes sense too. Okay. What came out, high sexual energy. Safe came out. Some of you are going to have, before I even get to that, love at first sight also came out. Some people are going to be growing in love with someone or having some type of love and romantic connections with someone, and the connection is safe. This is going to be a year where you are going to be feeling a level of safety and security. Many of us. Family secrets came out. What I got out of that is that family secrets being exposed. In addition to that, spirit animals came out. We were just talking about animals. Let me pick up the card. Damn. Sorry, it's on top of the computer. Spirit animals came out. So many of us are being guided by spirit animals. Many of you are being guided by spirit animals. Heart came out. Some of you have to work on your heart chakra. Some of you are healing your heart. Some of you are opening your heart. Some of you have to be weary of heart problems and heart conditions. Rethinking of decisions and choices came out. New opportunities came out. Many people will be having new opportunities in career, in love, in money, things that are going to bring some level of abundance, financial abundance, or abundance in any sort of way that it may resonate with you. And water sign came out. That's funny because myself, also Queen Cup, we're water signs. There's something significant happening with many people, but definitely with a lot of the water signs during this time. And we're in a water sign season, being Pisces season. Okay? Also, like I mentioned earlier in this video, we're in a water number year. So something significant may be happening with water signs, to water signs, or with a water sign in your life. Some of you may be meeting or connecting on another level with a water sign. The water signs being Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay? We're going to pull from the numerology deck. What else is happening for the remainder of Pisces season in 2023 in the Gregorian calendar this year? Pisces season and Aries season. Pisces and Aries season this year. What else is coming for the collective? What else does the collective need to know? What else is coming for the collective? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's falling out. 333 potential came out. When you think of the number 3 deals with gatherings. It deals with coming together. It deals with networking. It also deals with showcasing things, showcasing your talents. It's a number that's connected with Mercury energy, speaking up, speaking about things, communication. 369 equals 9 vibration. 9 is a frequency of endings of things. 9 is a frequency, and 3 and 9 are both fire numbers. 9 is a frequency, and 3 and 9 are both connected with the moon, by the way. And so is 6, and I'm a number 6. Queen Cup is a number 6, and so forth. 3 is also connected with Pisces, which is interesting. So I say all of this to say, I was going to 9. Sorry, there's so many thoughts in my head at one time. But the 9 is a frequency of endings. The 9 is a frequency of closing things and ending, coming to the end of cycles, the ending of things. 9 is also a number of truth seeking, of speaking truth. A lot of people who are born under the 9 vibration or who have a 9 life path, they tend to be very straightforward and blunt with their words, and they pretend for people to not sugarcoat, to tell them shit straight up. They don't really like sugarcoating. They don't really like to beat around the bush. They prefer straightforward, even if it's harsh honesty. 339. That 3 frequency is heightened. This is a social time. Okay, I'm about to read without the cards for a second. For the remainder of Pisces season and the remainder of Aries season, it's important that a lot of the collective go out and be sociable. Find ways to be sociable. If you have no one to be sociable with, if you have no one to hang with, go out by yourself. Take yourself out on dates. Self-care. Don't be afraid to talk to people, to meet people. Don't be afraid if someone comes up to you and they start talking to you. Don't be afraid to just engage them in a little conversation. Granted, you don't got to tell them your life story or get into theirs, but communicate, be open. 1, 2, 3. The throat chakra. That goes back to the mercurial energy. I just thought of that. The crown chakra. The third eye. The throat chakra. 3. It's a time of communication. Some of you may benefit from online dating if you're single. If you're in a relationship, this is a perfect time, a very good time to communicate and rebuild anew within a connection. If you're in a connection and you both are dedicated to wanting the connection to work, it's very important that you guys lay out your boundaries and you speak your truth and you speak your expectations and the things that you want and need from the relationship now. It is very important to do that at this time. It will help strengthen your bond. You lay your cards out with your connections. Look, this is what I'm anticipating. I'm into this. If you're someone into polygamy, let the person know that. If you're someone who is wanting marriage or in that kind of union, let the person that you're dealing with or that you're talking to know that. Let them know that during this time frame. This is the new year coming with the spring equinox, the real new year. That's in alignment with the circadian rhythm. Like I mentioned in what I wrote, Easter is in April. The Easter eggs. Remember, Queen Cup was talking about the chickens and the chickens laying these eggs. Easter eggs. Easter is represented by the eggs, but it's also represented by the rabbits. The rabbits of abundance. The rabbits being fruitful. Some of you have been working very hard on a personal business, on your own business. Some of you have been working hard within a company, and with the hard work, you are reaping the rewards during this time frame. This is the time where some of you are going to get new jobs. Some of you are going to get promotions during this time. Some of you, your business is going to take off more than it has in the past. Especially if you've been doing the work. Some of you who are readers, if you've been studying and you've been doing the shadow work and tapping in, your readings are going to become more in depth. Your readings. Some of you who are not used to doing readings, who are not used to doing healing work, this is the time where you have to make certain choices because you're being spiritually initiated. If you make the choices that you need to make so that you can step into your purpose on a whole nother level, the spirituality will get deeper. Some of you will be the universe will place you in a period of solitude. Some of you are going to have different situations that will cause money losses because the universe wants to see how you're going to deal with what you have. How are you going to respond to adversity? Because the way that you respond to adversity lets the universe know if you are ready. If you are ready to receive more. If you pass the test. Sorry, you guys. I had to drift off a little bit because that was what was coming. 333. This card says potential. Your chance to reach your highest of potentials here. Perseverance has gotten you to where you are. You have been through so much, and this guidance is here to show you that you are exactly where you need to be. For some of you, you are being guided to be disciplined more in something. To exercise a level of more discipline with something that you want or need to. Some of you, this is discipline with money, with spending. For others of you, this is discipline possibly with eating, discipline with working out, discipline with things at work, coming to work, making sure that you're there on time. So it's a whole lot of different things for different people. The affirmation on the bottom of this card, it says, my potential is infinite. I use my strength as my ally to pursue my highest good. I'm feeling strength card energy too. Strength card is Leo energy. This may also pertain to some Leos. Even though typically, I don't know, I've never heard of a red numerologist connect 9 with Leo. I personally connect 9 also with Leo. Leos give me 9 energy a lot. What else? What else does the collective need to know during this time frame? Let me take whatever that is. What else do collective needs to know during this time frame? I just spoke of strength card energy. The card that came out was 911, courage. I'm going to tell you what came out after that. 911, courage. It says a doorway has opened for you, and while apprehension may be felt, allow courage to flow in as you put your best foot forward. You are being encouraged to let curiosity lead you and know that the divine has your back. The affirmation says, I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. The next card that came out, 777 alignment. I said we were in a number 7 year. Your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. Affirmation, I blossom and bloom as I use my gifts. All things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. Okay, we're going to pull from the Moonology deck. What else does the collective need to know for this time period? What else does the collective need to know for this time period? What else do us, the collective, need to know during this time period, the rest of Pisces season, all the way through Aries season? What else do we need to know? Divine, Great Spirit, ancestors, beings that serve in my highest favor and protection and good, and in the highest favor and protection and good of the collective. What else do we need to know at this time? What messages? Thank you for the gift. Thank you, cards. Thank you, all the decks, all the cards. Thank you for the tool of divination. Thank you for being the sacrifice to help humanity, to guide us. Thank you. Ao, 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 ao. We got the end of a tough cycle approaches. Remember, I just spoke about closing cycles. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy, you guys. I'm still recovering, but not much. Just a little stuffiness. I used my medicine to get better. Show the world the real you. Some of you are afraid to be who and how you are. Some of you are spiritually gifted people who are afraid to use your spiritual gifts. You're afraid to tap in, and it's understandable, especially with all the fear-mongering around spirituality that is not aligned per se with religion all the time. But this is a time you chose to be here at this time. You chose to be the person who you are now. You knew you were going to have these gifts. And it is your duty and your responsibility to use the gifts that you need to help you navigate and do whatever work you need to do. Because if you don't, those gifts can be taken away from you. Sorry, you guys. Those gifts can be taken away from you. It is a disservice if you do not use the gifts. And you may not even know how to use them, but you have to start. Start and ask for guidance. Manifest a teacher if you need to. Sometimes you're guided without a teacher. Some people are meant to be initiated, some people are not. For example, I've never been initiated formally in this physical world in anything. But I've had spiritual initiations. I wasn't guided from my path, and there's nothing wrong with being initiated if you are. But from my path, I was not guided to be initiated into anything. I'm guided a different way. And I'm guided heavily a lot of times through nature and other things that come along my path. Some of you just have to start. Things don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfectly aligned. You just need to start. You start, and everything will fall into place or align in the path or in the way for it to work out for you so that you'll be guided. When you start walking in purpose, the universe moves things out of your way. The universe moves things out of your way. A time to give rather than take. Don't be afraid to give up some of your gifts if that's what you're being guided to. Don't be afraid to do charity work and give to others. If you're being guided to give even your time, give some of your time to people. And the last one is prosperity lies ahead. Didn't we talk about abundance? Prosperity lies ahead. All right. Let's keep pulling. Sorry, you guys. I keep having to get comfortable with my legs. All right. Let's pull from the tarot. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What additional messages does the collective need at this time? What additional messages does the collective need at this time? Ooh. I'm feeling like it's an energy that I'm feeling all day, here and there today. All day, though. What else does the collective need? What is coming to the collective during this time? What is coming to the collective during this time? What is coming to the collective during this time? Ow. This is in alignment with everything I just said. The first card that came out is the Queen of Wands. The next card that came out is the Two of Swords. Queen of Wands is fire sign energy. Some of you fire signs are going to be reaching abundance. The next one is the Knight of Wands. Then we have the Judgment card. Then we got the Sun card. Woo! The Empress came out in reverse, though. Then the King of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Seven of Cups. I pulled a whole lot of cards. And this is telling me a story. The Moon. We talked about the moon energy. The Page of Wands came out. The King of Cups came out in the upright. And the High Priestess. I've been feeling emotional, like random moments of being overwhelmed with emotion today. Not the whole day, just random times, random moments, flashes. The Queen of Wands coming out first gives me the energy and the vibration that a lot of you, a lot of the collective, you are blossoming. You are coming into a time where you are shining. You are shining brightly. You are attractive. Your energy is magnetic, many of you. You're manifesting things. Because when I see wands, I think of manifestation a lot of times. You are manifesting this. You're manifesting your own abundance, beauty, many of you. But with the Two of Swords, you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. You're at a crossroads. She's being guided by the moon in this card. Look at this. We have the sun and the moon energy out here. The moon is the light that guides us at night. The sun shows everything, allows everything to be seen when the sun comes out. The moon is a different energy. Many of us, many of the collective are at a crossroads. We have to choose what we're going to do, and what we do is going to affect us for at least the next 7 years. Whatever choice you make, you're also going to see a lot of it sown. No, not sown. A lot of it reaped in 2024, which is an 8 frequency. 8 is a number that deals with karma and cycles. What goes around comes around when you look at the shape of the 8. It's an infinity symbol standing up. With the Knight of Wands, the Judgment card, with all of these cards, a lot of us are going to be, if we're not already, in a time of self-reflection, rethinking our old decisions. We have a choice. Oh, what I just heard is that we have a choice between the old and the new self that we want to be. We have a choice to remain the old self or to choose the new path, but we don't know where it's going to go. We have to make a choice because we don't see where the path or the choices are going to lead us. That's why she's blindfolded. We have to kind of make what we feel like is a blind choice. Many of us are on a spiritual thing happening between the old self and the new self. And some of us are holding on to the old self and fighting the shedding of the old self to come into the new self. This is when I talked about discipline earlier in this reading. This is where that comes up. Discipline. Are we going to be disciplined to make the necessary changes in things that we need to make? Be it changes in the thought patterns, changes in the way that we think, changes in the way that we speak, changes in the way we live our lives, changes in jobs, changes in our demeanor and our personality, changes in any kind of way that we are being guided to. We are at a crossroads and we have to choose. Some of the skeletons of our past may come out to visit us this year and next year. There's a lot of 2s that I'm seeing right now. 2 is a number that can deal with deception, but it also deals with intuition. It is very important for us to follow our intuition at this time. Throughout this year, but definitely at this time. For some of you, for some of us, people from our past may come back to revisit us. People from our past, people who may have hurt us or people who we have hurt or wronged or who may have wronged us will come back from the past. Even if they're not physically coming back, even if they died, their memory will come back and resurface during this time. 7 of Cups, we have a lot of options. Collective, we have a lot of options around this time. That goes back to the 2 of Swords with the choices. These are 2 water numbers, 7 and 2. We can manifest whatever the fuck we want. But there's a lot of options coming our way if you're not already in that energy. Some of you are manifesting a move. Some of you are manifesting some type of change. Some of you want to start new, and that is happening. It will be a good time for many people in the collective who want to move, to change jobs, anything during that time span. Because it will help set the tone for the rest of the year. This is the new year coming up. With the Sun card, many people have a bright future. Things that were done in darkness are coming into the light. If we choose to remain in the old self, we are delaying our own abundance. We are delaying our own abundance. We are delaying our manifestations. It's important for many of us to set boundaries, discipline. See that King of Swords? Discipline. Boundaries. Think things through. Many of us will get clarity on something, especially once we make whatever choice necessary. With the Ace of Cups, this is new beginning, Ace energy. It gives me Aries energy. New love. It's a gift being given from us, from the divine, from the universe. You see that hand coming out of the cloud? You see that bird coming from the sky, descending down to put something, to pour into our cup, to put something into the cup. This cup is being divinely given to us. For some of us, this is love. For some of us, this is just new shit, new money, new jobs, all of that coming through, being gifted to us. It's a gift. That bird is also delivering a gift. That looks like a cross symbol on whatever the bird is holding. The cross is also believed to be a form of an ankh. The ankh represents man, woman, and child coming together in union to birth a child. Man and woman coming together in union to birth a child. Crossing of paths. Things coming together. Divine alignment of paths. Some of us may be crossing paths with people for a specific reason. This is the time where you may cross paths with your soulmate, where you may cross paths with your soul tribe, where you may cross paths with someone who's going to give you a job, who's going to give you an opportunity. It's 11:11 on the clock right now as I'm speaking. 11:11 in New York. Because this laptop is New York time. The Moon card. And then the King of Cups. And then the High Priestess. The light is being shown upon things that were hidden or things that were done in the darkness, done behind your back. Things that were done with sometimes not the purest of intentions. The moon is a very interesting energy. And look at this, and I talk about spirit animals. Look at all these animals around the moon. The animals know something, they sense something. Whatever that is under the sun rays, let me see how many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6 energy. And the moon card is 18. 6. 18 is 9. The first card that we pulled from the numerology deck was 333. 369 deal with the moon phases. They're connected with the moon phases. This is a sacred time happening right now. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, honey. There's been people conspiring against some of you. Some of you, they're conspiring in the physical world, but some of you, they're conspiring in the spirit world. But things will be revealed. 7 is also a number of revelations. We're in a 7 here. The hidden being seen. The King of Cups is water sign energy. It's Scorpio. Pluto is going into Aquarius if it's not already there yet. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio and Aquarius to me have certain similarities because they're rebels. They both are rebellious signs. They both are signs that are meant to bring revolution and change. And they're pushy. They're demanding signs. They're both fixed energy. Fixed sign energy. What's at the bottom of this deck? King of Wands in reverse is at the bottom of this deck. Maybe it's the way I picked up the deck that made it reverse. I won't read it as a reversal. King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. First card that came out was the Queen of Wands, the King and the Queen of Wands. For some of you, this is representative of a union, of a sacred love union that's needed at this time. Notice that in the Moon card, there are these 2 buildings. Everything is in the middle. The 2 buildings are representing some level of balance. Some of the animals are water animals. Some of them are land animals. The water and the earth, the spiritual, the physical world. And the moon. The moon is ruled by Cancer. But the moon is also connected with Pisces, and we're in Pisces season. Pisces to me is also connected with the number 7. Oh, there's gonna be an awakening and something showing. The real from the fake is what I'm hearing. The real from the fake is coming. The real from the fake is what I'm hearing. The real from the fake will be shown. King of Cups can also represent emotional stability and balance, abundance, security, intuition. With the High Priestess, I'm sorry, I keep feeling certain energy through my body, on and off. It's like waves of it. The High Priestess has pomegranates around her. You see the pomegranates? Pomegranates was an ancient symbol that represented abundance in some cultures. The High Priestess is a spiritualist. It looks like there's a crescent moon at the bottom of her dress. Her dress looks like water waves. Water, the moon. Look at the moon card. She knows. Well, she's going to find out. Whatever's being done is going to come to light. Whatever falsehood, false practitioners, false prophets, false readers, false healers, that's going to be revealed this year. Maybe not within the next month or 2 for everyone, but this year. For other people, this is a symbol of you trusting your intuition, of you being spiritually guided to do what you need to do. There's a certain level of balance. Look, she has the cross on her neck. And she's in between these 2 pillars, one black, one white. Balance. She looks unbothered. Some of you are going through these spiritual tests, or you're going to go through these spiritual tests, but you need to remain confident that you know what it is that you need to know, that you are guided in the way that you need to be guided, and that your spirit guides and your spiritual team have your back the whole fucking way. They have your back the whole way. You have to walk with a level of blind faith and trust in your intuition during this time. Whatever you're being guided to do, stop overthinking it and just do the shit. Stop overthinking. It just reminded me of something Queen Cup said in that same reading. She was talking about with the situation that she had with the chickens and the eggs. How she was guided to tell them, open up the coop and let the chickens out. She didn't know why, but she was guided to do it. She was guided to burn incense in the chicken coop. She walked with faith, even though she didn't know why. She couldn't see where it was leading her. But she walked with it and she did it. And I'm not talking about per se the old perspective of faith that we hear about, religion per se. If that doesn't resonate with you, then that's not for you. But walking in faith that your manifestations are coming to fruition. The things that you've been asking for did not fall on deaf ears. The universe heard you. The divine heard you. And because it heard you, and it saw you do the work, and it saw and felt the energetic vibration from your heart space on what you really desired and wanted, it aligned, it conspired in your favor to create it for you. And this is a time where people will be seeing all of that come to fruition. You will see the things that you've been asking for. I just heard talk to the water. Talk to the water. And manifest under the moon cycles. I'm going to pull 2 more decks and then we're closing out. What's coming up in regards to love? What's coming up for the collective in regards to love during this time period? What's coming up for the collective in regards to love during this time period? What's coming up for the collective in regards to love during this time period? I'm feeling a heavy energy too. Ooh, ayawa. Hey. What do we need to know? I'll take everything that fell. I just spoke about new love. Look what came out. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Attraction came out. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I said go out. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. For some of you, that choice with the 2 of Swords is a choice in love that you have to make. Are you going to still choose the same kind of partners you've always chosen? Or are you going to choose something different and trust your intuition? Chemistry came out. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Someone is going to pull you energetically. Heart-to-heart conversations. We talked about heart. Heart was one of the first cards that came out, opening the heart chakra. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Didn't I say that in the beginning? All the synchronicities. Damn, mad cards came out. You deserve love. You are lovable. Some of you need to know that you are worthy of love. And you have worked hard and you've manifested. And no, you're not quote unquote perfect in the eyes of this physical world and society. But you are perfect in the spirit realm. You are perfect in the spirit realm. And you are worthy and deserving of love. You are lovable. Ayawa. Even love the way you look. All your imperfections that you think are imperfections because you look like your ancestors. Take pride in the way that you look. Oh, you are lovable. You are worthy of love. You deserve love. You have worked hard. You have given charity. You have done so much. Some of you, what I'm feeling, I'm getting emotional because you have done so much work. You have worked on yourself. You have done so much for others. You need to see how lovable you are. Because other people see it. You need to see it. If you see it the way that you need to see it, you will pay attention to those red flags. Because you won't allow the same person or the same type of person that is not in alignment with who you are at this time and who you are becoming to enter into your space. Release your ex. Some of us are still holding on to exes. The time has come to clear your energy. Some of you, this is what's blocking a new love from coming. The new connection. The universe is waiting for you to let the motherfucker go from the past. They were only meant to be with you and for you during that time. The season has ended. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There goes the heart chakra again. Lots of heart and throat chakra energy through this reading. And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay. One last card we're going to pull from the Earth Angel Oracle, and then we're closing out. Oh gosh, what final messages do you have for the collective at this time? What final messages do you have for the collective at this time? I feel emotional. I feel emotional, but not in a negative way. I feel, oh shit. I feel the way some of you, the way that your soul weeps, wanting happiness, wanting connection. I feel it. I feel it. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Remember, the end of a tough cycle approaches, is what one of the cards said. In the Moonology deck, some of you are not going to have that emptiness, that sorrow, that loneliness anymore. You have to fill your own cup. Become your own companion. Once you do that, you allow yourself to vibrate stronger energetically, more vibrant, more attractive. You make yourself stand out more. It's like you give your aura a glow to it. And the person that is aligned with you, that is coming, will see that glow in you. They will see you for who you are. They will see you for who you are. One more time, okay. They say one more time. They say one more time. Oh shoot, I'm dropping cards left and right. Okay. Two cards came out, but I think I'm just going to take this one because this is what I flipped over. Ixchel. Medicine of the Rainbow Jaguar. This is the card. Let's see what it says. Ixchel, medicine of the Rainbow Jaguar. Ixchel protects you now as you transition from one life phase to the next. With her rainbow light, this guardian goddess instructs you on how to use great power with wisdom to nourish only what is worthy. Using jaguar medicine with perfect timing, she confronts that which is unworthy of her devotion, eradicating constructive forces and creating space for healing, relief, and rebirth. Her presence is the wild power of the jaguar, the renewal promise of the rainbow and divine feminine creativity. All darkness shall be overcome. Didn't I say things from the dark are coming to the light? And darkness is not always bad. Let me get tissue, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Sorry. I didn't know my sound was off, but I had to get tissue to wipe my nose. My nose was running. Let's finish reading about Ixchel. You are going through transition. We talked about this. Cultivate hope and stay true to your intention. That's what's going to help a lot of us make the decision between the two choices at the crossroads that I was talking about earlier. You have to remember your intention. What is it that you've been asking for, that you've been trying to manifest? Remember your intention and hold on to it. If your intention is to become a business mogul, for example, don't settle for certain things that are not going to lead you there. Go the direction that you're being guided and trust your intuition. It says you are going through a transition. Cultivate hope and stay true to your intentions. Let nothing divert you from your true path. If you have a new project, vision, or lifestyle that you are seeking to bring into the world, Ixchel is guiding and guarding you for a healthy birth. She also brings a message that there are times when fierceness is necessary. It is important that you cut off negative sources completely at this time and do not allow yourself to be used or exploited. This is not the time to indulge someone else's ego or go against your own inner knowing in order to give someone the benefit of the doubt. Really quickly, there's people, right? And I mean no shade to whoever this is, if it applies to you. There's people who like readers, and it's a blessing. But some people misuse the readers and the spiritualists and the mediums, not realizing that they're doing it. Some people try to drain your energy and don't even realize that they're trying to drain your energy. They're not considerate that the reader or that the healer or that the medium needs rest, needs time to themselves. There's times that we go into kind of a recluse kind of thing where we just have to be alone. And people don't always know to respect your time, to respect your energy. They don't mean any harm sometimes, but they want you to do reading after reading after reading after reading. before I got into really doing formally readings, I have a close friend of mine who's an excellent medium, and I used to nag the fuck out of them, and I didn't realize that I was doing it until I tapped into using my gifts. And I would ask this friend, oh, what do you see now? What do you see now? What do you see now? Just out of curiosity, I didn't mean to. I didn't realize I was misusing them. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot because I gotta pee. I didn't realize that I was misusing them, but I was. You don't do that to the readers and the healers. You don't overuse them. You respect their time. Respect their energy. Be mindful. Be considerate. And readers and healers and mediums sometimes allow people to overuse them because we don't want them to think that we're being funny or that we're being some type of way. But the thing is that we need our time to recharge. We need our time to recharge. We need to gather our energy. We need to sometimes give energy to ourselves and not pour out all the time. It's one thing to do a reading. It's another thing to do 5, 10 readings back to back to back to back to back. That's, you know how much energy that's being used? Sometimes we overdo it with our own ancestors and with our own spirit guides. We have to give them breaks. Let them rest. Let their spirit rest. You're calling them every 2 damn minutes. Let them rest. Let your ancestors rest. Let your spirit guides rest. Don't call them for every single thing. You have to learn how to solve things on your own and use your own intuition. Divination is just to guide us and to give us confirmation of things that we feel sometimes internally when we feel like we need that confirmation. Okay? Let's keep going. Sorry, I'm going to keep moving because I have to pee and I'm trying to hold it and finish this last part of the reading. It is important that you cut off negative sources completely at this time and do not allow yourself to be used or exploited. It's okay to say no, healers. It's okay to say no, spiritualists. This is not the time to indulge someone else's ego or go against your own inner knowing in order to give someone the benefit of the doubt. Trust your instincts and break immediately from what isn't right for you. This will bring you new opportunities and situations that are worthy of your passionate devotion. Ixchel, I hope I'm saying it right, Ixchel. I think it's Ixchel. It sounds Mexican, like ancient Mexican, like maybe Mayan or Aztec, maybe Aztec. I don't know, we're going to find out if it mentions it. Ixchel is the goddess of the rainbow light. Ixchel, the goddess of the rainbow light, is responsible for sending rain to nourish the crops, water. Well, we talked about water numbers, water energy. Ensuring fertility and life. Easter's coming. We talked about rabbits, fertility, eggs, abundance. She overturns her divine womb and allows sacred life-giving rain to fall into the soul, promoting growth. The rainbow light of thank you, body. The rainbow light of Ixchel is an oracle of renewal. This is your sign that all is in accord with life, that new beginnings shall stem from the past, that there is power to create, and that what is beautiful, necessary, and healing shall fall to you and through you into the world. Ixchel holds jaguar medicine. Jaguar, you know what's so funny? This may not be related, but it makes me think of Jaguar Wright. I was just looking at something earlier on YouTube that said Jaguar Wright is pregnant. And this is talking about pregnancy, birth, water, and jaguars. I don't know if this has anything to do with Jaguar Wright, but maybe there's a message for her in there. But Ixchel holds jaguar medicine. Jaguar thrives in many environments, being able to climb, run, and swim. Because of its mastery over height, distance, and water, it is said at a spiritual level to hold power throughout all dimensions. Its medicine brings the ability to move in darkness without fear, to see clearly through chaos, to evade and to destroy. Jaguar medicine is fierce, decisive, powerful, and irreversible. Each shell brings you this medicine now for your own soul journey. A definitive conquering of darkness is at hand. Ixchel's teachings include her story of falling passionately in love with a man who did not respect her. Sounds like what we were talking about earlier. Eventually, to get away from him, she shape-shifted into a jaguar, becoming invisible whenever he sought her out. In this way, she evaded him and saved herself, and the world which relied upon her bounty and vitality from destruction. Ixchel teaches us of the need to confront what is not working in our lives, including the influence of negative people, honestly, without fear or compromise. Jaguar is not a halfway medicine. If we allow unworthy influences to take up residence in our mind, our hearts, our souls, even just a little, they will eventually be our undoing, eroding our happiness, self-esteem, vitality, and ability to fulfill our passionate purpose. Ixchel brings Jaguar to remind us that exploitation, abuse, and disrespect are unacceptable and must be dealt with effectively according to correct timing and with absolute certainty in our hearts. Some of you had miscarriages and abortions. Okay. This is not about harming another, but about cutting off their influence in their souls. In our soul. Let's read that again. This is not about harming another, but about cutting off their influence in our souls. Not allowing certain people, certain energies, or entities to have that power within our souls anymore. Jaguar medicine is a great power and can be used for good or ill. Purity of heart and mind becomes increasingly important as spiritual power grows. Make yourself unavailable to negativity, gossip, or ill will in any way. Seek out the honest and the constructive. Share your power and devotion judiciously and only with that which serves your true values. Okay? Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for listening. Let me know in the comments section if this resonated with you guys. All right? Let me know in the comments, especially on YouTube. Thank you.